Subscribe and download over 1 million code snippet including this tutorial from codegive.com, link in the description below. Sure, I'd be happy to help you with that. In Python, the pandas library provides a convenient method to interact with SQL databases. When it comes to updating existing records or inserting new records in a SQL database, an upsert operation is commonly used. The term upsert is a combination of update and insert and refers to the process of inserting a new record if it doesn't exist or updating the existing record if it does. In this tutorial, I'll demonstrate how to use the to_SQL method in pandas for upsert operations. We'll assume you have a table in a SQL database that you want to update or insert records into. Let's assume we have a simple pandas data frame and a SQL table named my_table with columns ID, name, and age. In this example, the ID column is used as the primary key for the upsert operation. The method =upsert parameter is used to enable the upsert functionality. Note, the specific method for upserting records may vary depending on the SQL database you are using. The above example assumes SQLite syntax for upsert. If you're using a different database, example PostgreSQL or MySQL, you may need to adjust the syntax accordingly. This tutorial provides a basic example of performing upsert operations with pandas to_SQL. Make sure to adapt the code to your specific use case and database system. ChatGPT. Sure, I'd be happy to provide a tutorial on using the to_SQL method in Python pandas for upsert operations. Upsert, short for update or insert, is a common database operation that involves inserting a new record into a database table if it does not exist or updating the existing record if it does. Unfortunately, the to_SQL method in pandas does not have native support for upserts, but we can achieve this using some SQL and SQL alchemy. Let's assume you have a pandas data frame that you want to upsert into a SQL database. Here's a step-by-step tutorial. Make sure you have pandas, SQL alchemy, and any required database-specific libraries installed. You can install them using the following. Create a sample data frame for demonstration purposes. Replace the connection string with your database details. Now, let's perform the upsert using the to_SQL method with a custom SQL query for the upsert operation. The upsert_ query uses the replace into statement for MySQL/MariaDB, which performs an upsert operation. Adjust the query based on the specific syntax of your database, example insert. On duplicate key update for MySQL. This tutorial provides a basic example, and you may need to modify the code based on your specific database type and requirements. ChatGPT. Sure, I'd be happy to provide you with an informative tutorial on using the to_SQL method in pandas for upsert, insert or update operations. To perform upserts, we typically use the if_exists parameter along with the index and index_label parameters. Here's a step-by-step tutorial with a code example. Make sure you have pandas and SQL alchemy installed. If not, you can install them using. For demonstration purposes, let's create a simple data frame. Create a connection to your database using SQL alchemy. Replace the database URL with your own. Now, use the to_SQL method with the if_exists, index, and index_label parameters for upsert. In this example. Now, let's simulate an upsert by updating an existing record and inserting a new one. In this step, we use the same to_SQL method, and the replace option ensures that the existing data is replaced with